just the ebook.
I'm sorry, is that an 11?
That's an 11. If you go to 11, what I did was I went to the ending, that little drop-down menu. This one doesn't show up in the images. Okay? So if you go back to chapter 11, yeah, to the reading, over here, those sections, scroll down. And hit that chapter section, and then do the ending, and go one page back. It's all the way at the bottom. All right? And I definitely want y'all to take a peek at this, because of the fact that it's going to come back to us in part 2. Okay, you're going to see this again. So the muscular system, as we begin to look at this system, I just find the muscular system one of the amazing ones. And when we talk about the muscle of the body, we're going to learn that we're going to have muscle that is considered under conscious control, which is going to be our skeletal muscle, for the most part. Okay? There are some involuntary movements of skeletal muscle, a reflex, for example. Okay? And then we have the unconscious control, which is going to be our smooth and our cardiac. This is kind of showing you a very close-up view of a muscle. Okay? And when you look at a muscle, and if you were to take it and snip right through it, and then if you were to be able to take and begin to pull it apart, this is the point you would be getting down to, okay? Being a muscle cell, all right? Also a muscle fiber. Those two are interchangeable because the muscle cell is going to mean a muscle fiber. Some of the cells for skeletal muscle can be 3 feet long. Okay? So we're having to change our concept about a cell because we tend to think of a cell as being this little round thing with the nucleus, the endoplasmic reticulum, blah, blah, blah. It's different now, okay? So, with the muscular system, we need it for movement of the body, meaning our skeletal muscle. We need it for maintenance of posture. Those very deep muscles will do that. We're going to need this skeletal muscle for respiration. Now, wait a minute. How many of y'all sit and think about every breath that you take? When you say something about it, or if you're doing some exercise, you might be huffing and puffing, okay? There's going to be a combination of some of this unconscious control over controlled skeletal muscle. It's really cool. We need it for the production of body heat, that roughly 98.6, because skeletal muscle, when we move, well, as you guys know, if you were to begin, like, you know, so funny, this morning I had to print out a document, and so it was taking like forever for that document to print, okay? And it was kind of cold down on the floor that I'm on. So I go into the room, the copy room, waiting for it to print, and I'm back there just, nobody else was in there, you know. And I'm just like doing my little leg fingers on it, you know, my little walking in place. And I made sure that I did it facing the door, so if anybody were to come in, I could stop, you know. Oh, no, that didn't work. I had absolutely no kind of information when somebody was coming, and, you know, she comes in and she's like, You okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just getting some steps in. So I was like, huh, what? Because I was moving, okay, I was getting myself warm, all right? Need it for communication, all right? Think of communication as being outward, all right? But also we're going to find, especially in part 2, inward communication, constriction of organs and vessels. That is going to fall, for the most part, under the smooth muscle and the cardiac, which we're going to briefly touch on in this chapter. The contraction of the heart, cardiac muscle, and it's termed cardiac for a reason because it's only found in the heart. Properties of muscle. This is very important right here. Muscle has the ability to be contractile. It has the ability to contract. When we say contraction, shorten. So this muscle, all of it, skeletal, smooth, cardiac, has the ability to shorten and reinforce. It has the ability to be excitable. Now, what does that mean? This tells me that because muscle operates on ions, the pluses, the minuses, it therefore has electricity and is excitable. We're going to say that for skeletal muscle and smooth muscle, it is going to respond to a stimulus from the nerve system. Which one did I leave out? My skeletal muscle and my smooth muscle has the ability to respond to a stimulus from the nervous system. I left out cardiac. Why?
Cardiac muscle with its own,
it is auto-rhythmic. It is innervated, but it does not depend on the nervous system to operate it. Do we influence it? Yes. Okay? But does the nervous system control it? No. Okay? Muscle has the ability to extend. All right? We're going to find muscle is going to have something called a resting membrane potential. It's at rest. The membrane. Why do you think the term membrane is in there? My ions have to move across the membrane. And then potential. The potential to do what? My potential to move. Okay? The potential to contract, to shorten, and then extend. Skeletal muscle is going to do this quickly, cardiac even more so. Smooth muscle could take days for a contraction to occur. It is so cool, okay? Muscle has the ability to be elastic. Based on the fibers of muscle, when it contracts, it can relax. We can do contraction past the point of what muscle can stand. We can do the relaxation past that point also, but there's usually damage to the muscle. All right? But under normal circumstances, all of these properties right here are going to allow muscles of the body to contract and relax. We have the three types: skeletal, smooth, cardiac. Skeletal, what we're moving, okay? It's attached to the bones in some way. For the most part, we say it's under voluntary control. Smooth muscle is pretty much what we find with our viscera. What do I mean when I say viscera? The organs of the body, okay? Now, sometimes it can be autorhythmic, and I've got a spelling error there. But that's okay, I'll be doing my notes at the time. Okay? So, for the most part, it's involuntary. It is control. These two systems right here, my endocrine and my nervous, are the two systems that control everything in the body. And it's going to control the smooth muscle. Cardiac muscle is its job to move blood. It is the pump. All right, that's what it is. It is a pump. And it's autorhythmic. And the endocrine and the autonomic nervous system affect it. But the heart does not depend on either of those systems to function. Pretty cool. When you look at them under the scope, which we did earlier in the session, and we looked at the smooth skeletal cardiac. Smooth has its own view, okay? You pretty much know smooth muscle. But sometimes skeletal and cardiac can get a little bit confused because they're both long tubes. They both have these little striations to them. But the difference is branching and intercalated discs. With skeletal muscle, which we're pretty much going to focus on for this chapter, we're looking at long cylindrical tubes. That's pretty much what we're looking at. Have you ever cooked a roast in the crock pot or the oven? And, you know, it comes out and it's like perfect, okay? You could just pick it apart with like a fork. Don't even need a knife to do anything to it, okay? And it just basically falls apart. Looks like it falls apart into those little strings. That's what I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about these components of the meat, all right? What we think of as the meat. Now, these cells, these fibers, they are going to be the only cells of the body that are multi-nucleated. Meaning that, because think about this, okay? If some of these fibers, these cells, can be up to 3 feet long, is one nucleus enough? No. Okay? We need more nuclei. So they are multinucleated. They are long. They are cylindrical, looking like they're in a tube. And they're going to be striated. These patterns, the bands that are present, that serves a purpose. When we look at